Good morning, Mr. Edward.
Good morning, Mr. Vijay.
Yes, I am the principal of St. Maria Goretti Institute. Today I have a celebrity and a vice principal of the institution who is an eminent poet who has given a lot of contributions to Liberian literature and English literature as well. So I would like to have an intellectual discourse with you. So first of all, could you please tell me what is poetry in your opinion?
Okay, poetry, when we mention poetry, poetry refers to a work of literature. Anything that is written is literature. But this poetry is unique in that it's a piece of literature that gives us the time to express our feelings, our emotions, thoughts. Some of them, it goes to the extent of expressing realities, factual issues that are happening. What makes poetry different from the other arts is that poetry uses rhythm. They come with different styles. It gives the writer a lot of freedom to express using language. So that's the uniqueness of poetry.
Now, as a poet, what are your notable contributions so far?
So one thing I would say, I am a very patriotic Liberian. So I like to point out the inclusion of my work into the Liberian, the first and most comprehensive anthology of Liberian poetry that covers Liberian writers from the 1800s to present. My works were featured in that, and that work was edited by the most prominent Liberian writer, Professor Patricia Jabe Wesley. Yeah, I also got certificates from the Sepe Literary Journal in Seychelles and by the Gujarat Sahitya Academy in India, yeah, and the Order of Shakespeare Medal. So these for me are their notable achievements, and I wish to do more. I would like to get global attention later. So I'm still exploring my art, and I will regard myself as an emerging writer.
Glad to know that you have made a significant achievements here in this poetry, and I hope that in future you will come up with similar contributions. Now, coming to the kind of poetry that you're interested in, there are different types of poetry like patriotic, as you said, or acrostic poem, or anthologies, or autobiography. There are different types of poetry.
Yeah.
Or ballads, eulogies.
Yeah.
So what kind of poetry are you specialized in?
For me, I consider myself as a contemporary writer. So mostly it's the free verse and free verse poems, and blank verse poems that expresses my own social political thoughts. So my writings are mostly social political poetry, but some of my works are on grief also. They are very serious topics to me. Social political poetry that reflects Liberia as a whole, and also on the general social political nature of the world, the realities of the world. These are things my work feature.
As you have already mentioned the themes of poetry, so an elaboration to that concept.
Okay, when I mentioned the term theme, it refers to the general idea that a piece of work wants to express. So the general idea, if I'm writing about death, that covers, the theme is grief. Grief becomes the main idea there. So the general idea a writer conveys, whether it's poetry, whether it is non-fiction or fiction, refers to a theme. So these are the themes that, like I mentioned before, themes of grief, themes of social political realities are the ones that my work covers. And I hope that with this poetry and arts, we can transform Liberia, our school, and various institutions.
Now, coming to the last question. As a vice principal, what are your plans to implement this quest of writing poetry among our students of St. Maria Goretti Institute?
Okay, so St. Maria Goretti Institute is for those that have already been following us. Every year we have the celebration of the International Day of the African Child. We have an art club, creative art club in the school for the art students, and they are the ones that are mostly featured in our works. So we intend to build great writers and great readers, writers of different genres of literature. We are going to promote librarian arts and and build on the global writing culture. That is our aim, that our school will provide quality writers and readers who will influence the global writing culture in the world.
So, okay, thank you very much. I had a very healthy and intellectual discourse with you, and I hope the institution will benefit from your intellectual acumen, and I'm very happy and have a great day.
Thank you very much, sir.